Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames and we are back with another banging video. Now this one may come as a surprise to many of you guys, while at the same time it may not be a surprise. Now it is said that when Sean Diddy Combs was being returned to his cell following the verdict, his prison inmate, they were bowing, they were cheering. It was a grand celebration for him. Now, in case you guys have missed it, Sean Diddy Combs, he was acquitted on 3 of 5 federal charges against him. I keep saying this, and people in the comment section keeps telling me that, oh no, he was found guilty on 3 charges. No, honey, he was found guilty only on 2, and hence why his legal team is saying it's such a major victory, and hence why his family was celebrating, hence why those people were having the oil party, because this is seen as a victory because he was acquitted on the major charges and he was found guilty on the minor charges, the 2 minor charges. And I'm going to tell you guys this from now. With these 2 charges that he was found guilty on, they're telling you he can do up to 25 years. He can do, no, 4 to 5 years. That's the most. He's going to either get 4 or 5 years. If he is sentenced to 4 years, he's going to do maybe 2.5, maybe 3 maximum, because he has served 10 months already, and they may count night and day depending. Okay. So he's not going to get 25, 20. No, they already know what the deal is. If you've been listening to Judge Mathis as well, his prediction on this has been really, really accurate. And I do believe, and most, attorneys, they are saying the same thing. They're saying 4 to 5 years. That's what he's going to get. And he may come out after 3 years or maybe 2 years and a few months. So just look for him to, when he gets sentenced in October, and then the amount of months is going to go up again, because if he has done 10 months already, and let's say he gets sentenced to 4 years, he's only going to serve 2 years and some months. So just think of it that way, okay? But it is actually 2 charges that he was found guilty on. He's not doing 20 years. He's not doing 15, 8. No, he's going to only get 4 to 5, okay? You have to look at how this case is going. Now, as I was saying, Mark Agnifilo, he spoke with the press over the weekend, and he's the one who is telling the media outlets that Diddy got a hero's welcome back at the federal prison where he's in custody. Now, Agnifilo claims the inmates all said, "We never get to see anyone who beats the government, but Diddy landed a win in his case, and it seems his fellow inmates reveled it with him." So his fellow inmates, they were there celebrating the heck out of his victory. Remember that Sean Diddy Combs had one of the most famous lawyers on his team who is known to beat all racketeering charges. Do you guys remember Young Thug's attorney? And Young Thug is on the internet acting a damn fool as though he wants to go back to prison, calling people a, rat. After your attorney have gotten you off racketeering, why are you on the internet just displaying bad boy behavior consistently as though you don't appreciate your freedom? So, Brian Steele is his name. Brian Steele is that attorney that Diddy had hired to beat the racketeering charges. Now, in the first place, the prosecutors weren't even good at proving or connecting anything as it relates to racketeering, so there was even nothing to defend right there. No. The report further states, as you know, Diddy was acquitted on sex trafficking and racketeering charges. Though he didn't get off totally free and clear, he was convicted on two Mann Act counts. And prosecutors wrote a letter to the judge Wednesday claiming the sentencing guidelines require at least 4 years in prison. And this is why I'm telling you guys, if you look at how Sean Diddy Combs' case, even the trial itself played out, you already know 4 years. By the time we get to October, he will already have done over a year behind bars. And this is why I'm saying to you guys, Diddy is going to do 2 years and some months behind bars, because by then he's going to serve, he's going to be through almost half his time. So 2 years and a few months, that's all he's going to do behind bars. Remember, I'm the girl who have been telling you guys from the get-go that there's no racketeering connection, and it didn't require, because the moment that there was no enterprise, there was no organization, no other people brought in to say this person facilitated, they did not touch Christina Karam or anything. They could have proven racketeering if they wanted to, but they did not touch the other people. Hence why the world is convinced that Sean Diddy Combs' case was an orchestrated takedown with specific instructions. Now, as I've said, he has served 10 months in prison since his arrest in September of 2024, right? Remember that he appealed to get bail, which should have been granted to him, because normally whenever the verdict is so split, an individual is let out on bail, but the judge is saying, his team could not prove that he's still not a danger to his community, and as such, they denied him bail. So remember that he get off on the sex trafficking, racketeering, and all of that. So those charges were a major win for him not to be held accountable on those charges. Those were major victory for him. So look for Sean Diddy Combs to do because he's going to be sentenced to 4 years, I believe, and by then he's going to be, well over a year. So look for Sean Diddy Combs to do 2 years and a few months behind bars. Trust and believe. So you guys can come back here and remember that I told you so. And you can come back and tell me if I was wrong or if I was right. And tell you what, you won't even have to do that. I'll be sure to remind you guys. And you guys know how I do. If I'm wrong, I'm going to come back and say I was wrong. If I was right, I'm going to come back and say I told you all so. Well, anywho, guys, that's all I have to share in this video. It's really a sad day as it relates to, justice being served. I feel the legal system have failed those women. I feel the legal system has failed Capricorn Clark. They failed Kid Cudi. I don't know what the heck, it was as though what he did to Kid Cudi never happened, because breaking and entering should have been something that was looked into, threatening Kid Cudi and none of that. It was just so comical if you think about it. But anywho, guys, let me know what's your take. While you're at it, do all you need to do on this video to support your girl. Peace.